All right. Again, the board met in executive session. No decisions were made, no votes were taken. I do want to thank council. They did a very good job. He did a very good job tonight. All right. The board will entertain a motion to grant or deny the applicant's requested variance under section 350-48, small letter O2, capital EIIE, from the 607 total off-street parking spaces required under sections 350-48C, 11, capital D, regulating a coordinated development, section 350-48R, 10D, regulating a retirement facility, section 350-48R3D, regulating a recreation facility, and section 350-48R8, capital D, regulating a sit-down restaurant in order to allow the existing retirement facility use and the proposed low-intensity recreation and sit-down restaurant uses to maintain a total of 265 off-street parking spaces on the properties, subject to the following conditions. A, in conformity with the requirements of 350-4802E, capital EII, small letter E, the applicant shall create and maintain a reserve area for not less than 342 off-street parking spaces to accommodate all of the existing and proposed uses on the properties in full, as depicted on applicant's exhibit A6, and in conformity with the requirements of 350-4802, capital EII, small letter E, the Board of Commissioners, in its discretion, may require partial or complete enlargement of the parking lot areas as depicted on applicant's exhibit A6, as conditions indicate such enlargement is warranted. Do we hear a motion to grant or deny?
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the applicant's requested variance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of granting the applicant's request as stated indicate with the usual sign. All those opposed? It's passed 4-1. 2.
Not finished.
Not
Not
finished.
done. Not done.
Not so fast, Jablonski, as they said. In the alternate, grant or deny the applicant's requested favorable interpretation that the parking lot area along Route 22, as depicted on applicant's exhibit A6, which maintains more than 25 vehicle spaces in a row without separation by planting strips or planting aisles, is an existing non-conforming condition that predates the requirements of section 350-48, small letter O2, capital EIII, A7 of the current zoning ordinance, and should be permitted to remain in its current non-conforming condition.
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant that application.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of granting that indicate with the usual sign. And all those opposed? Again, it's 4-1 and it passes. Finally, the board will entertain a motion to grant or deny the applicant's requested favorable interpretation that the parking lot area along Route 22, as depicted on applicant's exhibit A6, which does not have curbing, planter strips, or walkways, is an existing non-conforming condition that predates the requirements of section 350-48, small letter O, 2, capital EIII, A8 of the current zoning ordinance, and should be permitted to remain in its current conforming condition, with the condition that the applicants install curb stops along each of the parking spaces abutting Route 22. Do we hear a motion to grant or deny?
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the applicant's requested favorable interpretation.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of granting the applicant's request with the conditions stated indicate with the usual sign. And those opposed? And it passes 4-1. I think for the exhibit, it was all along Route 22.
Just the Route 22 back row.
Correct.
Is that
Right.
correct?
Yes,
Just so the understanding is correct.
yes.
Curb stops.
Curb stops. Well, we've decided to have to put the curb stops in, so, and you agreed to that, so let's just go on. Okay.
Yes, and we'll just note for the record that legal counsel had indicated, and Mr. Attia had indicated during the course of the hearing that this was an acceptable condition. Is that still correct?
Yes.
Right where the fence is and so forth, and it goes to Route 22.
Or it's real close.
You know where that is.
Yeah.
All right. All right. In that case, do I hear a motion that tonight's meeting is adjourned? It is adjourned. Thank you very much.